Pythian has always had a skills assessment as part of its interview process, but that was an incredibly manual process. We would solicit from our technical guys questions that they felt were appropriate. We would then basically put together a PDF of those questions, send them out and ask people to complete them. The completion rate was terrible. People, we'd give people a week to do it. We might send out 100, maybe 5 people would do it. Of those 5 people, maybe one of them would pass. And then and obviously that meant that, when people did send them back, we then had to send it to our technical guys to mark it and give us their opinion about if that person was, if they were good or bad. Also, and obviously as time went on, if we didn't change up those questions on a very regular basis, those questions started to appear on, forums and on Reddit and on other places like here's Pythian's interview questions. And we'd get people who clearly copy and pasted answers from other places, often the answer being wrong, that they'd obviously not taken the time to do. So we were just honestly looking for a better solution. There must have been a better way of doing it than us sending out a piece of paper and saying, hey, next week, if you get time, can you fill this in for me? It might take you 2 hours, who knows? So I calculate how much time we were wasting before, on people that were failing our manual test process, and worked out that the cost was significantly offset by using a technical testing platform that with an automated solution like iMocha. I needed a breadth of solution, something that could test an Oracle database consultant, or a Google Cloud architect, or a big data engineer, and I couldn't find any solution until I found iMocha. Nothing I found came close to the breadth of the question banks that were already available. The fact that we could import our own questions as well, which was key for getting buy-in from my team, that they, well, what if these questions are no good? And it's just like, well, we can still use our own question. So I wrote those questions and put them in the platform, and then we had a GCP testing capability. So that the ability to have those boilerplate stuff, the stuff that's in the question banks for the Oracle stuff, and be able to supplement it with our own questions, and then as well as being able to just, if there wasn't something present, call the product team and say, hey, can you make this happen? And some stuff has definitely happened like that. And then alternatively, just having our own stuff in there, that flexibility has been key for us. But no other platform was offering that to me. Obviously, there was the whole question about cheating, making sure that people were genuinely doing that. Not that obviously if someone had a takeaway paper test, it would be, the issue is exactly the same. Someone else could do it for them, you wouldn't know. So obviously the fact that there is proctoring within the platform is actually an answer to that objection, but it was certainly there at the outset. There are several features I really enjoy. I think things like obviously the coding kind of environment and things like that is really cool. And being able to set questions within there, not just rely on the boilerplate stuff, is valuable. I think some of the more automated questions that are available within the platform are excellent as well. One of the things one of the features I really like is the AI logic box questions. I think you've obviously got the coding platform and the piece there for live coding, but having that is good at testing one thing, but if someone can't compile a piece of code, or if they make one error, the thing doesn't compile and the whole thing fails. So having the AI logic box means that people can get 3 out of 5, and you can see that where they went wrong. If it's one piece of script that's wrong, you can go, oh, well, they knew most of it. So I think using that is actually really beneficial, and actually sometimes better than just having people filling almost the same piece of code. Having them do that AI logic box thing is useful. Obviously, for us, to be honest, having the access to the NLP, natural language processing testing, for English communication skill, as I mentioned, we do a significant amount of recruitment in India and in other countries as well, around the world where English isn't the first language. So being able to screen at an initial stage people's English communication skills is actually a great benefit to us as well. Then ultimately, the flexibility of the platform is probably the biggest thing I like about iMocha, and the breadth of the platform are the really biggest things that we enjoy. But if you look at our time to fill, like the time from when we open a position to when we close that job, if I can cut out 10 to 15 days, which is what the kind of the period of time that the technical testing was taking out of my process, we can have people in chair, or we can have offers out 3 weeks earlier than we were doing before. Like the time to fill when I first joined Pythian was over 90 days on average. Our time to fill now is 34 days. So, we've like in the last 5 years since I've been like in charge of the team, and we've managed to really reduce that time to fill significantly. by using optimizing our strategy by using things like iMocha. I certainly would recommend iMocha. I think they've been excellent partners to us over the time of our relationship. We've been working together for several years now. We've seen progressive and incremental improvements in the platform, and it really has helped move our business forward. So I would certainly recommend it if you're looking to remove or increase the velocity of your hiring process. I certainly think it would help with that. If you're looking to increase the robustness of your testing platforms, if you're looking to move some of the rigor out of your technical interviews and relying on people to technically assess resumes or technically assess candidates, having that automation in there is certainly something that can increase either the velocity of your hiring process or indeed increase the robustness of your technical